I'm Glenn McConnell, class of 1969, and president of the College of Charleston. It is my distinct pleasure to welcome you to the College of Charleston Spring Commencement. This is truly a special day, not only for you, but for your family, your friends, and for our entire campus community. It's a day of endings, and it's a day of beginnings. As we all know, graduation is the culmination of years of hard work, sacrifice, and dedication. The road here was not easy. It was never intended to be. A College of Charleston education is not for the faint of heart. Our faculty challenged you. They demanded the best of you. They pushed you to think clearly, deeply, and independently. You weathered those tests and have proven yourself indeed worthy of a College of Charleston degree. For us, the trustees, the administrators, the faculty, the staff, the parents, the family members, the friends, and the loved ones, we all have the great honor of sharing in this, your moment of triumph. Please stand as Tatiana Hoover and Cherie Sickles, both graduating senior voice majors, sing our national anthem.
Other one, okay.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that the flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the fair and the home of the
Thank you, Tatiana and Cherise. That was absolutely beautiful. Looking out across this sea of smiling faces, I am very inspired. Members of the class of 2015, I know what you have gone through to get where you are right now. The all-nighters, the 20-page papers, the sore, clenched hands scratching out essays on your final exams. But those things didn't break you. You had the drive, the discipline, the spirit to never give up, to discover new depths of strength you didn't even know you had. That's what we saw in you when you applied to the college, and today you have justified our confidence in you. All along, we knew you were different. You were smart, curious, and adventurous in ways that others weren't. Early on, we saw the dreamer, the leader, the innovator in you, and all those things that we've worked to cultivate. As our faculty can attest to, you have learned many, many lessons during the course of your college career. However, two important teachers, not dressed in academic robes and regalia, are present today as well. This physical campus and our college traditions. They too have knowledge to impart. 4 lessons that will stay with you for a lifetime. The first lesson is a message that comes from the second stanza of our alma mater, and it proclaims, and I quote, "Loyal sons and daughters, love thee, strive to conquer and prevail." That is what a College of Charleston education is meant to do. The world does not need another cog in the machine. You are to go forth, take risk, live the life extraordinary, make the world a better place. For a College of Charleston graduate, that is how we conquer and prevail. And you will. I know firsthand the power of this place. The guidance I received here, both from my professors and from my fellow classmates, was transformative. It shaped my career as a lawyer, a public servant, and continues to shape me now as a university president. I do not speak lightly when I say that I owe everything to this school. I believe you will come to learn this as well. The second lesson can be found on the front of your program, where you will see the college's seal. It states that, and I quote, "Wisdom itself is liberty." Remember that, because it is your education, your ability to learn and adapt that will give you the freedom to realize your dreams. The degree you receive here today provides a foundation upon which you will construct lives and careers as grand and breathtaking as Randolph Hall. Our next lesson, taken from the Aeneid and etched in iron upon the gates leading into the Cougar Mall, tells us to remember these things may bring us pleasure. The poet Virgil understood the need for thoughtful reflection, and he reminds us to appreciate our experiences, both the good and the bad, because all of it shapes us. Our last lesson, found in the Greek phrase above Porter's Lodge, sounds deceptively simple, but it represents the incredible complexity of the human condition. Quote, "Know thyself," end of quote, is not so much a lesson really, but a charge to never stop learning. These 4 lessons, visible on campus and written into our traditions, have always resonated with me. In my own life, I found that by coming back to campus, my mind and spirit were re-energized and my curiosity reignited. This place is my intellectual home, and it is yours as well. As you will soon learn, today is not the conclusion of your College of Charleston experience. Far from it. Today is simply a new chapter. And after today, your personal journeys will take you places you can't even envision right now. I know when I graduated from the College of Charleston 46 years ago, right here in this very spot, let me say a spot sacred to generations of College of Charleston alumni that you now join, I and they didn't have a clue what the world had in store for us. So don't be nervous, that's how it's supposed to be. One thing that I do know, you will forever stand out. As you pursue careers in the arts, business, technology, education, the sciences, you will perceive possibility where others only see dead ends. You will challenge the status quo, you will be an agent of change, and you will discover that your star, yes, your star, it burns brighter. So class of 2015, I ask you to always strive to conquer and to prevail, to never stop learning so that your life will be marked by wisdom and liberty, to remember fondly everything about your College of Charleston experience, and most importantly, to know thyself. You will find that these lessons will always ring true. Congratulations, class of 2015. As part of our ceremony today, we have the privilege to present an honorary degree to Tony Meyer, who has also stood out in his career representing the high values of leadership and service that we cherish here on our campus. Ladies and gentlemen, for the conferring of the honorary degree, I will now be joined by the chair of our Board of Trustees, Greg Padgett. Trustees Henrietta Golding and Cherry Daniel, would you please escort Tony Meyer to the lectern? Alumni Association President Dan Ravenel, please join me at the lectern.
What a pleasure it is for me to be in this position giving this wonderful recognition to a great man. For decades, Tony Meyer, class of 1949, has been a mainstay at the College of Charleston, a campus celebrity that everyone can count on for help and support. He has served the college nobly in a multitude of capacities and continues to serve the college well into his retirement, allowing the college community unlimited access to his vast institutional knowledge and ample reserves of goodwill. I hereby present Anthony J. Meyer, whose incredible lifelong passion for his alma mater and our graduate school makes him a fitting candidate for the University of Charleston, South Carolina Doctor of Humane Letters.
Anthony J. Meyer, you have been an amazing ambassador for the College of Charleston and University of Charleston, South Carolina for many years. The University of Charleston, South Carolina is proud to confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters.
By the authority of the state of South Carolina, granted to the Board of Trustees of the University of Charleston, South Carolina, at the College of Charleston, and committed to me, I declare Anthony J. Meyer is now admitted to the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters of the University of Charleston, South Carolina, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. Congratulations, Dr. Meyer. Thank you. Y'all go road. It is now my pleasure to introduce our commencement speaker, Mr. Steve Swanson. Steve is a member of the class of 1989 and by all definitions a remarkable and successful entrepreneur. He generously gives of his time and his expertise to worthy organizations in addition to mentoring our students and people in Charleston's digital media and technology industry. He's a model philanthropist and is a staunch advocate for education through his work and leadership in providing opportunities that help students pursue their academic goals. He and Emily, who met as undergraduates on this campus, have made consistent annual gifts to the college since graduation and are the largest alumni donors to the college. Steve and Emily have said on multiple occasions that it seems natural to them to give back to a school that gave them so much. They are a model of alumni engagement to our graduates, past, present, and future. Although we graduated 20 years apart, we share a common experience and immense pride for the college. I'm so honored to be co-chairing the college's comprehensive fundraising campaign with Steve. We are pleased to have with us today Steve's father and mother, Dean and Marge. Would both of you stand so you can be recognized? Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Mr. Steve Swanson.
First, let me thank President McConnell, Chairman Padgett, his fellow Board of Trustee members, faculty and staff, and most importantly, College of Charleston graduates of the class of 2015. It's a great honor to be here today, and Emily and I are humbled to receive our honorary degrees with you this weekend from our beloved alma mater. It's also a great pleasure to stand here and welcome you as members of an elite group, alumni of the College of Charleston. Today marks the beginning of your journey, and I'm excited to have the opportunity to be here with you. It is hard for me to admit, but my own journey began 26 years ago as I walked across the cistern and received my degree in mathematics from the College of Charleston. Yes, it was May of 1989, and I can only tell you it doesn't feel like a quarter of a century has passed, although my body will argue otherwise. As I graduated from the college in 1989, I had the opportunity to join a startup called Automated Trading Desk, or ATD. Let me set the stage. It was a different time and, quite frankly, a very different world. While email existed, I didn't have an email address. The internet was barely alive, and no one I knew had ever been on it. I had seen cell phones, but they were bulky, brick-like devices, and no one I knew could possibly afford one. Looking back, that world seems completely backwards as compared to the world of technology we've become accustomed to today. But that was the state of the world as I completed college and started ATD. The basic concept of ATD was to create computer systems that traded as well, if not better, than their human counterparts. In light of 1989 technology, this was nothing short of heresy in the financial industry. At the time, no one believed software could be trusted to handle orders to buy and sell stock. It was considered at best a pipe dream, and at worst, a madman's delirium. But that's exactly what we set out to do. Today, very few transactions occur without the automation that has been developed to manage millions of orders every day. ATD led the charge and changed the nature of equity trading. At our peak, we were responsible for executing 1 in every 9 equity trades in the US. And in 2007, we sold ATD for $680 million to Citigroup. By the time I left ATD and Citigroup in 2010, we were trading around the world with systems that were first developed in the garage of my partner and College of Charleston professor, Dr. James Hawks. Without a doubt, ATD was the journey of my life. As I look back on the success we found at ATD, I always come back to the College of Charleston as a core partner in that success. The liberal arts education I received at the college did an amazing job of preparing me for the business world. My professors in classes challenged me. They taught me how to write effectively and think critically. The fact is, I don't believe any school could have done a better job of positioning me for my future. I was trained in mathematics by Professor Dr. Gary Harrison, who retired just this last year. Dr. Harrison was my mentor and advisor, and he taught me to take abstract concepts and create mathematical models around them. This education proved to be a perfect primer in what would become the most important part of ATD's performance. Another key success for ATD was our hiring of interns directly from the college. As we grew in the late 90s, we began to hire these incredibly smart students from the College of Charleston. We hired students from biology, chemistry, computer science, mathematics, and all across campus. Quite frankly, I didn't care what degree they were pursuing. I wanted the brightest students we could find. We taught these interns to trade, and these brilliant men and women became the engine that drove ATD forward. That success ultimately caught Citi's attention and convinced them to acquire ATD. Indeed, I feel a great deal of gratitude to the college, as ATD's success was largely supported by our school. Now for a confession. Early in my career, I bought into the commonly held belief that to be truly successful, one had to attend a prestigious, preferably Ivy League university. I held that belief so strongly that in 1995, I applied to Harvard's MBA program. I spent an inordinate amount of time preparing my application, and I felt very good about my prospects. Much to my surprise, Harvard rejected me. At the time, I took this as a distinct failure. Failure is an ugly word. Failure hangs there. It's personal. It's painful. It made me question my ability to be successful. But once I got over feeling sorry for myself, I dug in. I redoubled my efforts to make ATD successful. Yes, there were many long hours, but those efforts shifted ATD from a marginally successful operation to an incredibly successful firm. As I look back on it, this rejection was the best thing that could have happened to me. I see the Harvard rejection, among other events, as having shaped who I am. Over the span of my career, I've failed many times. But each of those events taught me valuable lessons. Learn from your mistakes, and dare I say, your failures, but don't dwell on them. Realize there's more to learn from those experiences than from your successes. Always aim to succeed, but realize that anything worth doing entails some risk. And if you take risks, at times you will fail. Dust yourself off when that happens and get back to it as quickly as possible. I think I made every classic mistake a young manager will make, but I learned from those mistakes. My management style is based on lessons learned from those early mistakes and is what made me an effective leader as I became CEO of ATD. I've also made some mistakes that were pretty obvious in hindsight. The worst occurred in the early 2000s as I decided to challenge Goldman Sachs directly in a market they dominated. I saw this as something of a David versus Goliath battle, and ATD's success convinced me we could take on the biggest in the industry. What I didn't consider was Goldman's willingness to price their product below a level that would be profitable to ensure we could not gain a foothold. In the end, my hubris lost ATD significant time and money. But from that experience, I learned to focus on products and projects that could not be easily replicated by every firm. Instead, we crafted products around our core competencies that took years for other firms to recreate. Again, a substantive mistake taught me valuable lessons and helped me position ATD into the success it became. Let me share with you one of my favorite quotes by Theodore Roosevelt from his Man in the Arena speech. "It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes short again and again, because there is no effort without error and shortcoming, but who does actually strive to do the deeds, who knows great enthusiasm, the great devotions, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who at the best knows, in the end, the triumph of high achievement, and who, at the worst, if he fails, at least fails daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who know neither victory nor defeat." Ladies and gentlemen of the class of 2015, my charge to you is this: find your passion, dare to be bold. Don't be one of those timid souls. The college has prepared you to take on the world ahead. Take advantage of what you've learned here. Bring positive energy and enthusiasm to your career. It's always easy to find reasons why something won't work. Instead, be that person who finds ways to make ideas come to life. Before I finish, I'd also ask you to stay in touch with the college, our college. Stay in touch with your advisors, your faculty, and your mentors. These people will continue to help you through your career. The college has so much more to offer than the diploma you receive today. In my experience, the college has provided my education, my partners, my employees, and so many friends I cannot begin to count. I'd ask you to join Emily and me and get back to your alma mater. I'm certain you'll find, as we have, that the college will give back much more in return. More than a quarter century has passed since Emily and I graduated from the college. The world has changed tremendously in those years, but those changes are nothing compared to what we'll see in the next 25. We'll see everything change over and over at an accelerated pace. The future will be fraught with many challenges. Learn to see challenges as opportunities. Take advantage of this golden age and embrace that change. I stand before you today, a graduate of the College of Charleston, and a man who had the opportunity to change the world through my firm, ATD. Starting here at the College of Charleston, we changed the nature of global trading. I look forward to seeing how you, the class of 2015, will change the world in your own ways. Thank you, and enjoy your day.
Thank you for being with us, Mr. Swanson, and thank you for asking us, inspiring us, challenging us to, as Roosevelt said, dare greatly. I'm Interim Provost Brian McGee, and it is my pleasure to announce our William Aiken Fellows. We are pleased to recognize our graduating class of William Aiken Fellows. Those students are the ones bearing medals hanging from gold and maroon ribbons. Aiken Fellows are all members of our Honors College and were selected based on superior academic performance. As Aiken Fellows, they have participated in a range of activities aimed at their development as scholars and professionals in their fields of choice. All 8 fellows are graduating with Latin honors, 3 of them summa cum laude. Of the 8, 1 is the winner of the John Lewis Gervais Jr. Award, named for the valedictorian of the class of 1794. This award recognizes the top grade point average, a perfect 4.0 in the Honors College. In addition, 6 had international experiences across 7 different countries. 3 are entering top-ranked graduate programs. 1 was a Division I athlete here at the college and won the Stuart Walker Cup. 2 have been offered jobs at nationally recognized companies. And 5 presented their research at national or international conferences. Would the William Aiken Scholars present at this ceremony please stand? Well, we congratulate the William Aiken Fellows. Now, Brett Powell will make remarks on behalf of the graduate school, followed by Ryan Spraker with remarks on behalf of the undergraduate student body, followed by Susanna Rogers representing the senior class. Brett, the lectern is yours.
Welcome, friends, family, and of course, the members of the class of 2015. As a student of history, I consider myself very lucky to have had the opportunity to earn my graduate degree from an institution with a rich history like the College of Charleston. But if I have learned anything in my years of study, it's that a reverence for the past and of tradition should not be mistaken for regression. While our collective past here at the college is certainly awe-inspiring, what's more compelling is our future. This year alone has brought many new changes. We welcomed a new leader in President Glenn McConnell. We gained new status as a research institution. And for the graduate school, the new title of the University of Charleston, South Carolina, at the College of Charleston. As we adapt our timeless traditions, we are able to broaden our influence. Our students' research will benefit communities far and wide. And the valuable skills that we have gained here will allow us to effect meaningful change throughout the world. We have made, we are making, and we will continue to make a difference as we move forward. Tradition may begin here, but our legacy extends far beyond the confines of this sacred cistern yard. So today, as we depart from this special place, we should carry the tradition wherever we go, because as a graduate of the College of Charleston and of the University of Charleston, South Carolina, our ability to improve our world is truly boundless. Thank you.
Good afternoon, and thank you, Brett. My name is Ryan Spraker, and it's been my privilege to serve as the student body president here for the undergraduates at the College of Charleston this year. First, on behalf of the undergraduate student body, congratulations to our bachelor and master degree candidates. Give yourselves a round of applause. Today marks a momentous day in the lives of so many. Here on these hallowed grounds of the Cistern Yard, we find families beaming with pride in their loved ones, professors who cannot believe that the girl from the back left corner has made such an accomplishment, and younger siblings in awe of their older brother. And we have our graduates, graduates who have come to know thyself over the last few years here at the College of Charleston. These graduates seated on stage have pulled all-nighters to complete that final paper. They've worked for hours to ensure that the 5th decimal point was just right on that lab report. They've made fast friends with a random new roommate at 4 a.m. They've reached new heights, and they found a few lows. But together, these graduates have done 2 things. They have inspired, and they have been inspired. Whether it was their professors in the School of Business, the Department of Political Science, or the Science Lab, or their extracurricular learning in the School of King Street and the Department of Folly Beach, or maybe the Office of the Battery, these graduates have been inspired to achieve their goals. Having been the recipient of inspiration from their mentors, professors, friends, and family, these College of Charleston graduates are now ready to go out into the world and inspire others. The world waits eagerly to see the incredible contributions that they will make by inspiring those around them. And they've already begun this journey by inspiring their residents as RAs, leading student organizations, pushing through the unpaid internships, and helping out a neighbor in need. These graduates are now ready to go out into the world and be the next doctor, musician, teacher, biologist, businessman, or attorney, knowing that their time at the College of Charleston has prepared them to take on the boundless opportunities that await them. Today, they receive their golden ticket, their pathway to inspiring others, their College of Charleston degree. Congratulations, class of 2015, and best of luck as you cross this cistern and begin your boundless journey of inspiration. Thank you.
Thank you, Ryan. Under this awning of oaks, surrounded by the charm of old bricks and crooked piazzas, it's easy to see why students choose the College of Charleston. Its matchless first impression reinvigorates within us a kind of childlike fantasy to play and exist in a world of old beauty. This impression, this nostalgic feeling, hasn't wavered through the years. It remains today just as breathtaking. But the transformation I have undergone here runs far deeper than the discernible beauty of this place. I arrived here, neatly packaged in a box, unaware of my own complexities, glaringly aware of my own limits. Like so many of us, I had lost a fundamental belief in myself, one that exists without counter in childhood, only to be discredited as we grow older. The belief that we are capable of doing anything, of doing many things, regardless of the cards we are dealt. As we grow, we are bombarded by conflicting messages that dampen our self-esteem and limit us to our proven abilities. We become paralyzed, afraid to step out of our box. But in this community, which cultivates and encourages self-knowledge, I was unfolded out of my box of self-limitation and returned to the belief that we truly can do anything. Through this ineffable experience of growth, I was provided an endless gift to truly know myself and use that self-knowledge to best serve the world. The true success of our education is not in a numerical value. It is in this defining realization of our capacity to make positive changes in our lives and in the world. This door to knowledge and growth through which we have walked does not close here, we have been given the key to our boundless future. In closing, I would like to congratulate and thank the class of 2015 for being the foundation of this incredible experience. Now I would like to welcome Dan Ravenel, class of 1972, who will speak on behalf of the Alumni Association. Thank you.
Seems like it's almost an alumni fest, doesn't it? Everybody that comes to the podium today is an alumnus of the college. I think that's great. It is a real honor for me to take part in this graduation today. As President of the Alumni Association, I welcome our newest members. You are joining a family of over 60,000 alumni of the College of Charleston. You are a member of the Alumni Association that was founded in 1888 and exists to promote the welfare of this fine institution. While you will not have to pay dues, this is your alumni association, and I encourage you to become actively involved. This is your time and your college. Take advantage of the Alumni Association has to offer you as alumni. Remember that career services will always be available to you here on campus. As you get ready to start this new phase in your life, I'd like to share just a few thoughts with you as someone who has participated in the commencement 43 years ago, not quite as long as President McConnell, but right up there, and certainly not as long as Tony, but there's nobody left that's as old as Tony. So the friends you made here are the best friends that you may ever have. Stay connected with them. Stay informed with the college. Come back for a college affair every year. Enjoy yourselves. Get involved. We have 39 alumni chapters throughout the United States and 3 overseas, including Hong Kong. If there's not a chapter in your home area, think about starting one. Give back. Keep up this philanthropic spirit after graduation, because it's your duty to give back to our alma mater and make sure that those who come after us enjoy the same wonderful experience we did. It's not always about the amount of the money that you might be giving to the college. It has everything to do with your heart and your ability to recognize your place as a continuum to help future generations in this institution. Lastly, there is a tradition involving your class ring. Before graduation, students wear the ring with the seal facing out. In. But at graduation, the ring is turned so that the seal faces outward. This indicates that you are now an alumnus of the College of Charleston and ready to go out into the world. Congratulations and great luck to all of you. Remember, your Alumni Association will always be here for you. And now, one last thing. I would like to recognize and thank the members of the Student Alumni Associates who are serving as the marshals for this afternoon's commencement. This ceremony and all ceremonies at the College of Charleston could not be held as well without them. Thank you for listening to me, and enjoy the rest of the day.
Thank you, Dan. We have already celebrated 1 degree presentation, and now we celebrate 800 more. Chairman Padgett, Interim Provost McGee, Dean Amy McCandless, and Mr. Swanson will assist with the presentation of the master's degrees. Upon the successful completion of all requirements, and with the recommendation of the faculty, I have the honor to present the master degree candidates.
For the School of the Arts, Valerie Morris, Dean of the School of the Arts, and Jerry Hale, Dean of the School of Humanities and Social Sciences, will invest the hoods. Joining us on stage will be Professor Carter Hudgens, Director of the Master of Science in Historic Preservation, and Professor R. Grant Gilmore III, Director of Historic Preservation and Community Planning. For the degree of Master of Science in Historic Preservation, Claire Alice Actel. Amber Marie Anderson. Shannon Marie Devlin. Jacqueline Brianna Dawn. Allison Page Dunleavy. Sarah Catherine Dykins. Lauren Patricia Hoops. Frances Marie Pinto. Justin Michael Schwebler. Melanie Jo Weston. Laura Lee Worrell. For the School of Business, Alan Shao, Dean of the School of Business, will invest the hoods. Joining us on stage will be Professor Jim Kinley, Director of the Master of Business Administration, and Professor Roger Daniels, Director of the Master of Science in Accountancy. For the degree of Master of Business Administration, Justin Kingman Black. Peter Burns. Isabel Cahill. Sarah Bethany Cannon. Chen Chi. Eric Croak. Christopher Druce. Aaron E. Fry. Nick J. Aaron K. Guyton. Kevin Hales. Nicole House. Mark Hayes. Jay Hitzelberger. Lauren Heydrich. Russell Joseph. Josh Lumen. John Zachary McFadden. Stephen Morris. Brandon Murray. Austin O'Brien. Jianyu Peng. Adam Raby. George Michael Rentz, Jr. Amanda Schnoll. Corey Seacrest. Kevin Schildneck. Alexander M. Sprague. Larissa Christina Steinfeld. Ms. Steinfeld has received the Outstanding Student Award for her program. Kate Walmsley. Max O'Neill Wellborn III. Yu Yan. For the degree of Master of Science in Accountancy, Catherine Bethune. Emily Barton Burgundier. Aaron Byram. Louisa Ellen Debenham. Ms. Debenham has received the Outstanding Student Award for her program. Vincent DeSantis. Marcus Quitman Elliott. John Austin Goodson. Megan Holmes. David Alexander Huffman. Patrick Thomas Lowe. Paul Joseph Mazzoli. Jenna Marie Moore. Erica Catherine Morrison. Nicholas Mueller. Caitlin Sazillo. Andrew Smilak. William Luther Stark III. Kelly Marie Nagel Stewart. For the School of Education, Health, and Human Performance, Frances Welsh, Dean of the School of Education, Health, and Human Performance, will invest the hoods. Joining us on stage will be Professor Angela Cozart, Director of the Master of Arts in Teaching Early Childhood Education, the Master of Arts in Teaching Elementary Education, the Master of Arts in Teaching Middle Grades, and the Master of Arts in Teaching Special Education. Professor Robin Holman, Director of the Master of Education in Languages, and Professor Mutindi Nadunda, Director of the Master of Education in Teaching, Learning, and Advocacy. For the degree of Master of Arts in Teaching Early Childhood Education, Lauren Bernice Adderley. Ms. Adderley has received the Outstanding Student Award for her program. Kristen Ann Baggett. Megan Ray Corrin. Victoria Elizabeth Drew. Aaron D. Hoskins. Sarah Grace Hauser. Rebecca Faye Crail. Margaret Blackwell Reitmeyer. Jessica Zamir Ross. Catherine E. Selheim. For the degree of Master of Arts in Teaching Elementary Education, Lauren Ellen Gould. Riley Catherine Seaver. Shasta Moshan Shumway. Ms. Shumway has received the Outstanding Student Award for her program. Tatiana Irmgard Center. For the degree of Master of Arts in Teaching Middle Grades Education, Jean Kerr. Sarah Holstein. Kaylee Brooks Sutton. Ms. Sutton has received the Outstanding Student Award for her program. For the degree of Master of Arts in Teaching Special Education, Kyra Victoria Mashuga. Lauren Ashley Marie Null. Christina Rodricks. Jessica L. Rose. For the degree of Master of Education in Languages, Dean Welsh will be joined by Antonio Tillis, Dean of the School of Languages, Cultures, and World Affairs. For the degree of Master of Education in Languages, Amy Salcedo Peralta. Melissa Ann Stewart. Colleen Ann Thompson. Neil Daniel Turner. For the degree of Master of Education in Science and Math for Teachers, Dean Welsh will be joined by Michael Auerbach, Dean of the School of Science and Mathematics. Stacy Elizabeth Ancona. Ms. Ancona has received the Outstanding Student Award for her program. Brittany Harrington Inman. Sarah Davis Kent. Jessica Lee Landrum. Olivia Jean Rice. Eileen Marie Santos. Laura Patton Stedman Wiggins. Amy Clemens Yates. For the degree of Master of Education in Teaching, Learning, and Advocacy, Sarah Catherine Shanowski. Ms. Shanowski has received the Outstanding Student Award for her program. She has also earned the Graduate Certificate in English to Speakers of Other Languages. Caroline Elizabeth Graham. Rebecca Nicole Grantham. For the School of Humanities and Social Sciences, Jerry Hale, Dean of the School of Humanities and Social Sciences, will invest the hoods. Joining us on stage will be Professor Amanda Ruth McSwain, Director of the Master of Arts in Communication, Professor Scott Peoples, Chair of the Department of English, Professor Jason Coy, Director of the Master of Arts in History, and Professor Joanne Ewalt, Director of the Master of Public Administration. For the degree of Master of Arts in Communication, Helen Neal Adams. Kara Lynn Howley. Annabelle Monteith Jones. Ms. Jones has received the Outstanding Student Award for her program. Alexandra Leandra Rogers. For the degree of Master of Arts in English, Elena Ruth Barnett. Gillian Kaylee DeRamo. Kelly Marie Doyle. Ashley Oriel Rett. Ms. Rett has received the Outstanding Student Award for her program. Connor D. Sennett. For the degree of Master of Arts in History, Jessica Lee Bryant. Margaret Victoria Burton. Hannah Caroline Conway. Ms. Conway has received the Outstanding Student Award for her program. Matthew James Dieterich. Sharon M. Dupree. Harry Charles Egner Jr. Jason Charles Fleming. Matthew Judson Klein. Kelly Milk. Lee Monroe Mooring. Rachel Lynn Morse. Caroline Keller Parsons. Brett Houston Powell. For the degree of Master of Public Administration, Christian Robert Bailey. Mr. Bailey has received the Outstanding Student Award for his program. Having completed his studies in the dual degree program, Mr. Bailey will also receive an MS in Environmental Studies. Nicholas Aaron Bowman. Mr. Bowman has received the Outstanding Student Award for his program. Becca Merjim Cantwell. Ms. Cantwell has also earned the Graduate Certificate in Urban and Regional Planning. Nancy Bonner Cooper. Ms. Cooper has also earned the Graduate Certificate in Arts Management. Stacy Lynn Dispasquale. Ms. Dispasquale has also earned the Graduate Certificate in Arts Management. Allison Kimberly Haynes. Ms. Haynes has also earned the Graduate Certificate in Urban and Regional Planning. Eleanor Caroline Herlong. Christina Elizabeth Hoffecker. Zachary Wayne Jarrett. Juliana Arabella Marie. Abigail Louise Pruitt. Ms. Pruitt has also earned the Graduate Certificate in Arts Management. Megan Amanda Rollins. Ms. Rollins has also earned the Graduate Certificate in Urban and Regional Planning. Samuel Tootin. Mr. Tootin has also earned the Graduate Certificate in Urban and Regional Planning. For the School of Sciences and Mathematics, Michael Auerbach, Dean of the School of Sciences and Mathematics, will invest the hoods. Joining us on stage will be Professor Tony LeClaire, Director of the Master of Science in Computer and Information Sciences, Professor Timothy Callahan, Director of the Master of Science in Environmental Studies, Professor Craig Plant, Director of the Master of Science in Marine Biology, Professor Annalisa Callini, Co-Director of the Master of Science in Mathematics, and Professor Martin Jones, Co-Director of the Master of Science in Mathematics. For the degree of Master of Science in Computer and Information Sciences, Kathleen Marie Campbell. Ms. Campbell has received the Outstanding Student Award for her program. Matthew West Olivetti. For the degree of Master of Science in Environmental Studies, Dean Auerbach will be joined by Jerry Hale, Dean of the School of Humanities and Social Sciences. Christian Robert Bailey. Mr. Bailey has received the Outstanding Student Award for his program. Maureen's Bishop. Mary Frances McGovern. Ms. McGovern has received the Outstanding Student Award for her program. Laura K. Mudge. Ms. Mudge has received the Outstanding Student Award for her program. Ms. Mudge is also one of the first 2 graduates of our Peace Corps Masters International program. Sarah L. Vaughn. Andrew Lauren Wynn. Mr. Wynn is one of the first 2 graduates of our Peace Corps Masters International program. For the degree of Master of Science in Marine Biology, Elizabeth Ann Dermott. Andrea Marie Margiotta. Megan Elizabeth Meek. Nicole Shanky. Hope Kristen Wirtz. For the degree of Master of Science in Mathematics, Mark Allen Christian. Mr. Christian has also earned the Graduate Certificate in Operations Research. Raphael Adriel Hellenbuck. Brendan Scott Lobner. Ms. Lobner has also earned the Graduate Certificate in Statistics. Andrew Joseph Passarello. Mr. Passarello has also earned graduate certificates in Operations Research and in Statistics. Bryce A. Pruitt. Mr. Pruitt has also earned the Graduate Certificate in Operations Research. Philip Lee Staley. Mr. Staley has received the Outstanding Student Award for his program. Thaddeus Robert Sulake. Mr. Sulake has received the Outstanding Student Award for his program. He has also earned the Graduate Certificate in Statistics.
Will all the master's degree candidates please rise? By the authority of the state of South Carolina, granted to the Board of Trustees of the Graduate School of the University of Charleston, South Carolina at the College of Charleston, and committed to me, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Master of Arts in Teaching, Master of Business Administration, Master of Education, Master of Public Administration, and Master of Science, as appropriate, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. Congratulations. Please be seated. Next, the Artium Baccalaureate's degree will be awarded. The AB degree. The AB degree in classics requires significant coursework in both Greek and Latin. Other AB majors at other universities require significant coursework in only Greek or Latin. The College of Charleston has awarded this degree for more than 2 centuries. That grand tradition continues today. Will the following candidates please rise? Elizabeth Ann Burns, a double major in art history and historic preservation and community planning. Despina Pakiniti Philippaki, a major in arts management. I would like to ask that those on stage to remain seated in order for the audience to see the candidates. However, it is the tradition at the College of Charleston that the audience stand when this degree is awarded. Will the audience in the Sistine Yard please rise? Recipients, please rise. Curatoribus, Auctoritatem, Tribu Intibus, Hos, UNA, in Humanioribus, Literae, Preclare, Eruditos, Ad Gradum, Artium, Baccalaureatus, Ad Misi. Congratulations. You may be seated. Now joining us in awarding the bachelor's degrees will be the Interim Executive Vice President of Student Affairs, Jerry Cabot, Professor Joy Vandervoort Cobb from the Department of Theater and Dance, and Professor Renard Harris from the Department of Teacher Education will announce the names and majors of our graduates. Upon the successful completion of all degree requirements, and with the recommendation of the faculty, I have the honor to present the bachelor's degree candidates of 2015.
Assisting with the graduates from the School of the Arts will be Dean Valerie Morris. For the bachelor's degree in art history, joining us will be Professor Marion Mazzoni, chair of the department. Sarah Elizabeth Allen, Grace Lee Baina, Rebecca Rosalie Cohen, Catherine Rigby de Blasio, Brianna Nicole Hunter, George Henry Casper, Jacqueline Kate LaGuarta, Emily Rose McVan, summa cum laude. Jessica Megan Mizell also meets requirements for studio art. Anne Meredith Pedrick, Haley Sierra Pierce, magna cum laude, also meets requirements for the Honors College. The Honors College certificates were awarded by Dean Tricia Folds Bennett at a separate ceremony yesterday. Giovanna Christine Quattrone also meets requirements for arts management. Patricia Judith Roberson also meets requirements for arts management. Kersley Tate Schweller. Angel Rose Tenorello also meets requirements for historic preservation and community planning. For the bachelor's degree in arts management, joining us will be Professor Karen Chandler, director of the program. Aiden Richard Arnault. Alicia Ann Blumenthal, cum laude, also meets requirements for studio art. Timothy William Caggiano. Megan Jacqueline Carter. Christina Casalicchio. Amanda Catherine Seeley. Ebony Monique Chisholm, magna cum laude, also meets requirements for the Honors College. Alexandra Marie Cole. Cameron McCall Kraus. Kathleen Brady DeCipio. Jacob Anthony Dye, cum laude. Misha Carolina Nicole Edie. William Trenton Edwards. Emily Lynn Farris. Emma Ellis Favorito. Despina Paniotes Philakopoulos. Taylor Lane Floyd. Trent Friedman. Catherine Lee Funderburk. Esty Lauren Gabay. Margaret Elizabeth Gage. Michael Taylor Gates. Stephanie Louise Glanville also meets requirements for dance. Samantha Lynn Gullion. Hunter Christina Haig. Cameron Michelle Haynes. Josephine Elizabeth Hammer, cum laude. Megan Elizabeth Harris, cum laude, also meets requirements for art history. India Ann Hartwell. Taylor Brooke Hill. Samuel Ryder Huber. Colin John Johnson. Jessica Danielle Jones. Ross Logan Jones. Catherine Lynn Kerbel, cum laude. Kiana Zia Haruko Kim, cum laude, also meets requirements for psychology. William Oswald Kirker Jr. Rose Leadham. Sarah Elizabeth Lee. Lindsay Jordan Luthringer, cum laude. Megan Ellen Macias also meets requirements for the Honors College. Megan Sanders Mall, cum laude. Maya McGauley. Meredith Ellen Moyers. Danielle Christine Mushinsky. Jude Knowles. Alex Michael Norwood. Elena Aurelio. Pablo Daniel Ortiz. Catherine Grace Patterson. Emily Terrell Payne also meets requirements for art history. Briante Monet Peterson. Dylan Michael Petritis. Blaine Pierce Planet. Christian Sterling Rentz. Dutch William Reuter. Caitlin Ann Rybont, magna cum laude. Claire Elizabeth Roberson. Jessica Lauren Roberts. Molly Eileen Sedmak. Raina Taylor Slaymaker, cum laude, also meets requirements for the Honors College. Emma Jacqueline Spicer. Marissa Tatey, Ian Sabatini Trebor, McKenna Colby Van Loo, Jacqueline Paige Vernette, Claire Brennan Wagner, Darby May Wagner, Sally Carol Walker, Skylar Griffin Walter, Jenilyn Lizette Walton, cum laude, Mary Elizabeth Weatherford, Lacey Lee Wexler, Kathleen Elizabeth Whitaker, Elizabeth Ryan Wickham, cum laude, Bonnie Kristen Wolf, Harrison Martin Woodson, for the bachelor's degree in dance, joining us will be Professor Gretchen McLean, director of the program. Tori Elizabeth Bowers, Timothy Allen Brown, Michelle Renee Nichols, cum laude, Cameron Lynn Reed, also meets requirements for arts management. For the bachelor's degree in historic preservation and community planning, joining us will be Professor R. Grant Gilmore III, director of the program. Callie Elizabeth Beal, cum laude. Eliza Conti Bauer also meets requirements for art history. Elizabeth Ann Burns, cum laude, also meets requirements for art history and the Honors College. James McLaughlin Carter, Blanding Lee Clarkson, cum laude. Caroline Clark Cushman. Jack Earl Duncan III also meets requirements for art history. Linnea Leora Granquist, cum laude. Sydney Susanna Grove, cum laude. Sarah Peyton Gumenick, cum laude, also meets requirements for art history. Blake Thomas Hendricks. Blake is a graduate of the REACH certificate program. Robert James Jenks. Amanda Adams Lee, cum laude. Audrey Claire Marhofer, Rachel Marie McDermott, Audrey Megan McGuire, Lauren Nicole Orchard also meets requirements for art history, Lauren Davis Patton, Connor Richard Plufka, Jessica Russo magna cum laude, Sophia Marie Salisbury, cum laude, Philip Devon Smith, Rachel Marie Smith, Shelby Alexandra Stewart, Edwin Mullins Vance, Garik Osborne Weir, Frank Bridges Williams IV, Danielle Marie Woodbury, Benjamin James Warsham. For the bachelor's degree in music, joining us will be Professor Edward Hart, chair of the department. Edward Gage Nelson Baxter also meets requirements for arts management. Wade Garber Caldwell, cum laude. Samuel Brantley Cooper. Caitlin Tarver Delaney. Claire Rose Elich, magna cum laude. Tatiana Siobhan Hoover, magna cum laude, also meets requirements for the Honors College. Emmanuel Allen Houston. Christine May King. Grace Honoria McNally. Adriana Nicole Prussia. Adam Kendall Ray, cum laude, also meets requirements for economics. Sharice Ann Sickles. Zachary Holmes Smith. Emily Nguyen Tran, summa cum laude, also meets requirements for arts management and the Honors College. Matthew Austin Tootin. For the bachelor's degree in studio art, joining us will be Professor John Hull, chair of the department. Bailey Christine Amick, Stuart Valentine Bowers, Kristen Kelsey Budak Haynes, Megan Lee Kane, magna cum laude, also meets requirements for anthropology, Jennifer Mary Doris, Rosemary Louise Dungan, Tenny Hurst Espy, Jordan Alexander Fowler also meets requirements for computing in the arts. Sarah Catherine Grafe, Keisha Janine Grow, Samantha Morgan Guidi, Kyle Robert Heck, Taylor Christine Hewitt, Julia Catherine Hindman, Keller Andrew James, Morgan M. Kernoodle McCraw, Andrew Peter King, summa cum laude, also meets requirements for the Honors College. Benjamin Fenner Knight, Miriam Janine LaCourse, Catherine Grace Manjarian also meets requirements for arts management. Pagan Layla McLemore, Jessica Sidoni McMillan, Emily Ann Meisler also meets requirements for psychology. Sarah Wofford Mosteller also meets requirements for art history. Sean Michael Muller, Grace Margaret Musser, magna cum laude, also meets requirements for anthropology and the Honors College. Alianne Francine Russell, Gabriella Audrey Salazar, Elizabeth Hunter Smith, Miller Elise Smith, Kimberly Anna Sobieschek, Jessica Marie Starner, Branch Graham Tanksley, Shara Bree Uzel, summa cum laude, Catherine Wright Waddell, Marissa Nicole Ward, Jonathan Hunt White, Elizabeth Irvin Willingham cum laude. For the bachelor's degree in theater, joining us will be Professor Janine McCabe, chair of the department. Adriana Michael Boyd, Karen Smith Birch cum laude, Cassandra Lynn Caldwell, Trevor John Catalano, summa cum laude, Cameron John Christensen, Avery Genevieve Cole, cum laude, also meets requirements for biology and the Honors College. Samantha Brielle DeHobby also meets requirements for dance and arts management. Emily Collins Downey also meets requirements for biology. McKenna Caitlin DuBose, cum laude. Zykedrick Antron Free. Ashley Nicole Generelli also meets requirements for arts management. Nicholas Alexander Hill. Russell Arthur Jones, cum laude. Mackenzie Elizabeth Kohler also meets requirements for arts management. Christine Elizabeth Leonardi, summa cum laude. Jessica Jean Marone. Sarah Catherine Metz. Allison Rose Musmisi. Shelby Allison North, summa cum laude. Andrew Michael Perry. Christian David Persico. Tremaine A. Rapp. Baylor Lynn Shull. Tessa Kathleen Silvernail. Jonathan Cardell Sims. Peter Braxton Spearman, cum laude, also meets requirements for English. Taylor Ann Spencer. Rachel Ruth Lee Spivey. Bronson Lane Taylor. Keanu Christine Thompson. David Wesley Whittington, Jr. Christopher Lucius Wynn.
Assisting with the graduates from the School of Education, Health, and Human Performance will be Dean Francis Welch. For the bachelor's degree in athletic training, joining us will be Professor Kate File, director of the program. Megan Ashley Claxon. Timothy Joseph Cran, magna cum laude. Anna Elizabeth Dean, also meets requirements for exercise science. Ethan Connors Canoza. Lindsay Carol Shelton. Micah Lane Traw, cum laude. Jeff Stanton Weinstein, also meets requirements for exercise science. For the bachelor's degree in early childhood education, joining us will be Professor Maida Van Sickle, chair of the department. Claire May Bagley. Jessica Lynn Bailey. Megan Elizabeth Beal. Claire Ann Brady. Dina Brianne Buds. Shannon Akili Burnell, magna cum laude. Thank you. Anansi April Day. Alicia Marie DeFleur, cum laude. Catherine Lee Edmonds. Chelsea Rose Gant. Rebecca Elizabeth Garrett. Lydia Caden Gathers, cum laude. Alexandra Elise Hagee. Alexandra Lauren Harefield. Claire Hassler. Kaylee Michelle Hobgood. Samantha Margaret Holman. Christina Marie Leon. Alexandra Hillary Lord. Bobby Joe Lorenz. Haley Aristea Marcus, magna cum laude. Lauren Alvina Marletta. Hannah Grace Moore, cum laude. Kate Elizabeth O'Brien, cum laude. Katie Nicole Olinger. Louise Potter Ray. Anna Lee Ray. Brenna Kathleen Schneider. Natalie Kendra Simmons, magna cum laude. Sarah Jules Sutton. Holly Evelyn Tokarzik. Kelsey Catherine Toomey. Landon Elise Turner. Jennifer Elise Tuden, cum laude. Emily Grace Van Stow. Catherine Marie Warren. Taylor Logan Watson. For the bachelor's degree in elementary education. Paige Elizabeth Anderson. Anne Marie Berdusco, magna cum laude. Tanya S. Berry. Kelson Morgan Chapman. Caroline Sue Copper. Lauren Fogel Dickerson. Lindsay Adele Fiston. Rachel Michelle Graffey. Molly Adelia Graham. Megan Lee Hartley, cum laude. Michaela Brittany Hopkins. Sarah Irene Ingrassalino. Sarah Irene Ingrassalino, summa cum laude. Chelsea Leland McCrate. Lindsay Marie McLaren, magna cum laude. Kelly Michelle McLeod. Lauren Elizabeth Morgan. Lindsay Jennifer Perry. Lauren Elizabeth Roche. Ashley Olivia Samuel, summa cum laude. Allison Marie Siciliano. Katie Carson Sineth. Caroline Rose Snell, cum laude. Carly Marie Sparano, cum laude. Erin Elizabeth Tice. Victoria Rose Thompson. Abidjan Bay Wagner. Elizabeth Caffrey Walsh. For the bachelor's degree in exercise science, rejoining us will be Professor Karen Hockenbutt, chair of the department. Latera Monique Armstrong. Grace Elizabeth Baker. Leah Morgan Bannister. Eric Jason Blackham, cum laude. Haley Elizabeth Boatner. Jada Nicole Brown. Adriana Tashay Brunson. Chelsea Colleen Buford, cum laude. Mitchell Sherrod Campbell, cum laude. Emily Elizabeth Capitano, cum laude. Courtney Blair Carroll, magna cum laude. Charles Robert Cooper. William Cody Daniels. Donna Christine Davis. Katie Logan D'Alessandro, cum laude. Hannah Karis Dunbar. Carla Elizabeth Dunlap. Morgan Blair Easton. Beryl Alexandra Edwards. Catherine Powers Fant. Alyssa Elizabeth Finn, cum laude. Samantha Jo Fuss. Parker Cody Gibson. Meredith Lynn Gray, magna cum laude. Leanna Allison Green. Catherine McCory Green. Jamie Dolores Groth, cum laude. Samantha Dare Gullidge. Erin Kathleen Hall, cum laude. Samuel Francis Cusick Hazelton. Sam is graduate of the REACH Certificate Program. Brianna Marie Heber. Michael Alexander Hellman. Caitlin Ray Ignatowicz. Kaylee Jane Jacobs. Dana Marie Kalksma, magna cum laude. Elizabeth Page Kelly, magna cum laude, also meets requirements for the Honors College. Martin Adrian Kurlick. Christopher Marcus Kitchings. Andrea Stefania Lavieri. Kelly Amanda Little. Lauren Jody Lizuski, magna cum laude. Taylor Caitlin Lossing. Allison Caroline Mackey, cum laude. Ilana Francine Malkin, also meets requirements for Jewish Studies. Mackenzie Elizabeth Lokilani Maples. Marsh Clayton McClure. Kevin William Mooney Jr. Morgan Kimberly Norton, cum laude. Lindsay Marie Owens. Mackenzie Stokes Pratt, magna cum laude. Helen Elena Pravat. Margaret Ann Regnieri. Uniqua Sade Roberson. Jeffrey Elizabeth Rogers, summa cum laude. Danielle Marie Sams. Emily Lynn Shawhorn, cum laude. Amelia Callahan Smith. Leilani Lee Smith. Charlie Lynn Sullivan. Charlie is a graduate of the REACH Certificate Program. Sarah A. Tucci, cum laude. Andrea Jean Veely. Alec Ryan Westerman. Jacqueline Carey Weston, cum laude. Lauren Elizabeth Weston. Catherine Michelle Williamson, cum laude. Maxwell Franklin Wilson II, summa cum laude. Abigail Lee Wisely, summa cum laude, also meets requirements for the Honors College. Matthew Christopher Wynn. For the bachelor's degree in foreign language education, rejoining us will be Professor Maida Van Sickle, chair of the department. Shannon Lee Dumont, also meets requirements for Spanish. Hannah Marie Wickard, also meets requirements for Spanish. For the bachelor's degree in middle grades education, Riley Deanne Crook. Taylor Brooke Fleming, summa cum laude, also meets requirements for the Honors College. Carly Jo Good. Catherine Patricia Lindberg. Kenneth W. Malota. Morgan Lee O'Neill, magna cum laude. Natalie Kathleen Pack. Mary Blake Kathleen Scarborough. Angelica Marie Swinhart. Dale Joe Such, magna cum laude. Cassidy Michaela Walsh. James Darrell Vickers. For the bachelor's degree in physical education, rejoining us will be Professor Karen Hackenbutt, chair of the department. Cameron Peter Brown, cum laude. Kristen Naomi Connor, magna cum laude. Hunter McLean Meadows. Louis Francis Roskowski. For the bachelor's degree in public health, joining us will be Professor Susan Belinsky, director of the program. Mackenzie Brianna Amaker. Emma Catherine Ayers. Bria Latuan Boatwright. Elijah Ray Bohan. Samantha Ann Borneman. McLean Victoria Borsick. Mary Catherine Bouye. Sarah Katarina Brown. Christina Lee Berger. Connor Patrick Burris. Hannah Elizabeth Kane. Angelica Caitlin Kelsey. Tashiana Uniqua Nicole Calloway. Morgan Oneida Carter. Amy Lee Clark. Victoria Beatrice Coleman, cum laude. Autumn Nicole Cook, cum laude. Whitney Rebecca Davis, cum laude. Brianna Catrice Davis Bloom. Lisa Ann D'Almeida, magna cum laude. Emily Danielle Dermarkarian. Malka Elena Fox Epstein, cum laude. Alexandra Rose Gilmore. Elisa Caroline Glover, magna cum laude. Alexandra Mary Greenewalt. Danielle Patricia Gregg. Lauren Amanda Gersha. Nina Roselyn Guzzo. Caitlin Marie Hafer. Kimberly Yim Harden. Cassandra Sloan Harris. Mari Page Harrison, magna cum laude. Mackenzie Scott Henley. Whitney Marie Hood. Catherine Paget Joy. Abigail Louise King, cum laude. Bethany Grace Knox. Catherine Barry Cole, cum laude. Asha Elizabeth Langton. Raina Samantha Liebman. Duncan Bradley McDuffie. Brianna Michelle McKinnon Wilder. Laisha Shaquana McQueen. Shannon Lynn Meyer. Mackenzie Kelly Moore. Haley Ray Oliver. Holly Elizabeth Olson, cum laude. Jessica Monique Owens, magna cum laude. Valerie Ann Pate. Shivani Dalkrishna Patel. James Richard Sessions Patterson. Madeline Elizabeth Pierce, cum laude. Anna Christine Pennebaker, cum laude. Carson Jewel Peters, cum laude. Amanda Leanne Perrette. Ebony Imani Pollock, summa cum laude. Shakina Adiva Pope. Ashley Ryan Prophet. Amy Michelle Putnam. Matthew Alexander Rosca. Matthew is a graduate of the REACH Certificate Program. Jama Rosemary Richardson, cum laude. Abigail Rodriguez, cum laude. Christopher Paul Roper. Rebecca Elizabeth Rouse. Geraldine Awagi Ruse. Rachel Ann Shaw, cum laude. Pooja Singh. Jenna Elizabeth Snow. Ann Thomas Still, summa cum laude. Stephen Lee Sutton Jr. Brianna Lynn Tabard. Susanna Lee Rogers, cum laude. Haley Elizabeth Thompson. Shelby Jacqueline Tilley. Courtney Allison Turnage. Samaria Danique Vereen. Catherine Elise Warren, cum laude, also meets requirements for biology and the Honors College. James Alexander Way. Jesse Gerard Whitmire. Elizabeth Pettingill Wiley. Elise Hope Williamson. Patrice Nicole Witherspoon. For the bachelor's degree in secondary education cognate, rejoining us will be Professor Maida Van Sickle, chair of the department. Kenneth Douglas Brinkman also meets requirements for biology. David Michael Fleck Jr., magna cum laude, also meets requirements for English. Corinne Diana Mazurek, magna cum laude, also meets requirements for mathematics. Chloe Nicole McDonald also meets requirements for mathematics. Logan Rebecca Oriella, magna cum laude, also meets requirements for English. Catherine Elizabeth Palmieri also meets requirements for biology, marine biology, and the Honors College. Lacey Lene Paul also meets requirements for English. Catherine Beatty Proctor also meets requirements for mathematics. Alex Daniel Snyder also meets requirements for mathematics. Anne Marie Suarez also meets requirements for mathematics. For the bachelor's degree in special education, Brennan Noah Allen. Jillian Ray Brown. Anna Carruthers Burns. Rachel Louise Collins. Alexandra Lee Creekmore. Cecilia Stovall Crow. Caitlin Elizabeth Dove, cum laude. Michaela Doobie. Emily Claire Estes, cum laude. Abby Grace Faulknamberry, magna cum laude. Catherine Ann Fox. Kayla Gail Gibson. Tamara Esther Lukowitz, magna cum laude. Lauren Elizabeth Olson. Hope Monica Prevost, cum laude. Francis Nisbet Saran. Victoria Orania Savadakis Dunn, summa cum laude. Emily Beth Scheinert. Catherine Michelle Sellers, cum laude. Taya Samantha Siegel. Sarah Elizabeth Smith, cum laude. Carly Dean Strickland. Emily Noel Swanson. Heather Christy Tully. Haley Brooke Tumbleston. Stormy Lee Walker. Assisting with the graduates from the School of Professional Studies will be Dean Godfrey Gibbison. For the Bachelor of Professional Studies degree, joining us, just read it. Today's graduates are the first for this program. Ryan William Arias. Jessica Elizabeth Garrett. Edward Robert Gonzalez. Eugene Freeman Rory III.
Will the candidates for bachelor's degrees please rise? By the authority of the state of South Carolina, granted to the Board of Trustees of the College of Charleston, and committed to me, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, or Bachelor of Professional Studies is earned with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. Congratulations. Please be seated. Graduates, as you know, you didn't do this alone. Your degree is not an individual effort. I would like to recognize your mentors, the faculty members who led you in lectures, in group discussions, and laboratory work. Please join me in thanking your professors for their expert teaching and their dedication to your education, both inside and outside the classroom. Your degree also represents years of preparation, a time that stretches back decades. Your family and friends move the world to get you right here. And while you may never know all of their sacrifices, you do know their never-ending support and encouragement. This is their special moment as well. Members of the class of 2015, let's give your family and friends a great round of applause. Now, as alumni of the College of Charleston, you join an amazing circle of men and women dedicated to making a difference and being a success. And in true College of Charleston fashion, we all define success in 1,000 different ways. And our very diversity of ideas and goals We are united. As you meet other graduates, here and afar, you will immediately notice the spark that sets them apart. They, like you, are wired differently. They have a passion, a rare fire about them. You will see how they give their heart and soul to this place. And for many of our alumni, they have found that by giving fully of themselves, they receive so much in return. I ask you to keep the college always close to your heart. You are now an heir of this great and timeless institution. Thus, it is your duty, like the alumni before you, to honor it by your performance in life and by your continued engagement with the college. We do that by volunteering on campus, by mentoring students, by making gifts, and by doing our part to attract tomorrow's dreamers, leaders, and innovators, so that they, like us, will benefit from what this great institution has to offer. Our continued engagement is the best proof that the college's opportunities and impact are boundless. In short, remember this quote on life that is widely attributed by some to Sir Winston Churchill, and I quote, "You make a living by what you get. You make a life by what you give," end of quote. I encourage you, the class of 2015, to return here as often as you can. This will always be your home, no matter what stage of life you're in, no matter where in the world you live, no matter what exciting careers you pursue. The College of Charleston is now forever in your DNA. The college is proud to welcome you all into our widening alumni circle. We can't wait to see the many great things you will do. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me once again in congratulating the class of 2015. Graduates, once again, congratulations. Now walk proudly through the Porter's Lodge as heirs of the College of Charleston.
Thank you.